Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. How are you? I hope you are all fine. And I'm hoping that the love, peace, joy, and prosperity be with you on this very moment. This time, I will going to show you on how or the tips on how to have our bougainvilleas, or some call it bogies, to have much flowers. So one by one I will show you the tips, and please watch me keenly, or tingnan niyo ako ng mabuti kung sa Tagalog, para makuha niyo ang mga technique. Okay, let's go! Okay, first tip. The first and the very important thing that we must have very flowery bogies or bougainvillea is that they must be exposed in a full sunlight as much as possible. Like for me, I put it here because on this place or in this portion, sunlight or the bougainvilleas are enjoying sunlight for 7 to 8 hours. So this one, actually they are now starting to bloom, and some are already fallen down like this. So that is the very one factor that our bougainvilleas will have much flowers, the full sunlight as much as possible. But caution, if the heat is extremely hot, or the weather is extremely hot, or the strike of the sun is very hot, it will also hurt the flowers of our bougainvillea. Masisira din at malalanta tulad dito. Okay. Like this. These are supposedly new flowers, but because I was not feeling well the other week, and the heat of the sun was too extreme, masyadong mainit yung strike ng araw, kaya nasunog at hindi siya nadiligan ng husto. Kaya nga, pag masyadong mainit, kaya kung masyadong mainit yung panahon, ang sikat ng araw, or if the sun strikes so hot, we should also water very well our bogies. And then we must also feel like this. We must also fill the pots with much compost, so that the roots will be protected, and it will not experience or the flowers will not burn because of the enough supply of water from the compost or the soil materials that we put on the pots or on the bogies. Tip number 2 is that we must elevate our bogies. Itaas natin siya, iangat, no? We will elevate, because if the bougainvilleas feel the cool effect of the soil, the tendency is that it will grow bushy, or it will grow tall, and bear much leaves only without any flowers, or only few flowers. So what we are going to do is to elevate. So in my own creativity, because I don't have that strong elevate or something to put that is strong to hold these big pots of bougainvilleas, I only put some on the cement, no? Cement on the old house or in the ancestral house. They are at the back, and some I put, please focus the camera, I elevated by putting rocks, so that the pot or the bougainvilleas will not feel the coolness of the ground. And because bougainvilleas wants that they are always like in an oven, or they are like toasted. So what is important is that we must water them well, and we will also let them dry, but not so dry to the extreme that it will burn the flowers, as I have showed you a while ago. Okay, so I will show you how did I elevate this. Okay, tapos ko nang nalagyan ng pampataas na bato. I finished putting rocks to elevate this pot of bougainvillea. So it's just a matter of creativity, because we believe that we Filipinos are resourceful and creative. Sa Tagalog, malikhain at maparaan. Okay. Tip number 3. Water only, or I reiterate, I said it a while ago already, but I want to emphasize as tip number 3. Number 3, I mean, water it only when it is dry, but not so dry. Take note, it will burn the flowers. Or for me, I water only every afternoon when I see that they are already dry. Okay, naluluyo na sila pero hindi masyadong naluluyo. Okay? Next, number 4. Tip number 4, use organic materials. I emphasize organic materials because I all the time use organic materials to preserve the environment. And if we use organic materials, per experience, our plant don't experience that during the hot season that they die, or whatever problems, no? Even insects, they don't have insects. So use organic materials that are rich in phosphorus, like animal manure, sawdust, carbonized rice hull, or residue of charcoal from our kitchen, and also sand. No, I use a little of sand. So because it's the phosphorus that triggers our bougainvilleas or other plants to produce flowers, and then it makes our flowers strong, and including their stem, because that's the function of the phosphorus element in our plant. Like here, please see my pot. I use here animal manure, carbonized rice hull, actually a little of old rice hull, old stock rice hull, residue of charcoal, and sand. Okay. Then tip number 5. In order that our bougainvilleas will have a continuous flowering, or it will bear flowers continuously, we are going to cut the small stem that, or where the flowers are attached, so that the new flower will sprout again. So like this. Okay. This stem, flowers were fallen. I will cut this with a pair of scissors. This one, 2. And surely, sorry. Oh, sorry. Still attached. But, and surely, so this one, after a few days, much flowers will be appearing. Okay, always clean the stem with flowers that have already fallen. Okay. Channel.
Ano?
Yeah. Then tip number 6, when watering, avoid the strong strike of our hose. Now, if you are going to use a hose, and if we want to spray in the flowers, it will only be very gentle like this. Okay, because if we will put so much pressure, the flowers will fall down. And then, it's better to water it on the directly on the pot. Okay.
Wow.
You will see here that I have marcot of bougainvillea because this is my fastest and effective way to propagate them. And there are many that buy only marcots and they are the ones who pot them. So that's why even in this hot season or dry season, I am doing this marketing of bougainvilleas because this is the time when they are very alert in say they are easy to propagate because their stems are matured enough to be propagated. I also use other way of propagating, but I prefer this marketing of bougainvilleas, especially the uh, rare ones like this. This one, I find this very hard to propagate. This one with beautiful leaves. So that's the way I propagate them. And on my next video, I will also showing you on how to market bougainvilleas. And I will also say that their names. But for now, we will only focus on the how to make them bear flowers. That's all for now. And I hope you learned something on the tips on how to make our bougainvilleas bear flowers. And sure, I'm speaking through my own experience. And please also subscribe, comment, share, especially to those who are bougainvillea lovers like me too. And comment so that or ask any question on the comment section so that I may also be able to um, answer what and I will surely answer you as soon as possible. So with my warmest regards to all my fellow Filipinos who are especially abroad and bougainvillea growers and other plantitos and plantitas, may God bless us always, um, guide us in our everyday undertakings, and see you on my next video. Bye bye.